What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. I hope you're all doing really well on this beautiful Sunday morning. So I did say yesterday that I'll be back with some breaking news from Newcastle United, and I've got 3 bits of breaking news regarding the club. So in this video we're going to cover the 3 following points. First of all, we're going to talk about the retain list that's been released on the website, players that are going to be staying and players that are going to be leaving. And then we're going to move on to the St Patrick's Friendly over in Ireland, shall I say, and the information regarding that in terms of travel, tickets. And last but not least, we're going to talk about Aleksandar Mitrovic and talk about his future. As of last night, he scored a hat-trick against Bolivia in a 5-1 win as he prepares for the Russia World Cup. And what does his future hold at Newcastle? You know, will he stay at Newcastle? Will he go to Fulham? Only time will tell. I'll let you know your comments down below. So we're going to start off with the retain list. So 2 players that have left Newcastle United from the first team are Mastou Hayadara and Jesus Gamez. So I've got both statements on the Newcastle United website on screen for you right now, and this is what Jesus Gamez said in a statement as he leaves Newcastle United. He says, "It is time to say goodbye, especially thank you for all these 2 seasons, thank you to our fans, to my teammates and to the club and all those who work there for their daily support and for making my family and I feel like Newcastle is our home. I take back with me a beautiful experience and a lot of friends and good memories which I will never forget. I will always hold you very close, Jesus Gamez." And he also went on to tweet on the 4th of June 2018, which as the recording of this video was 6 days ago. So I want to wish him very well, you know, going forward. He's an older type player. You know, we signed Jesus Gamez in the Championship when we got relegated for a bit of experience. He's not really had the game time that he would have wanted, especially last season in the Premier League. I think he only played 1 game, and that was against Swansea City away from home. But since then, you know, he's just not really had the, you know, the strength or the ability from Rafa Benitez to play more games in the Premier League, as it is a big physical league. And he was mainly, you know, backup cover. You will be looking for more first team football, but you know, his career was all but done maybe 2 years ago when he left Atletico Madrid. You know, he had all these good times there, and you know, he was a sound player. You know, he definitely leaves on a good note because of what he said in his statement. And you know, he's always played with dignity. He's always played, you know, with his heart on his sleeve. And you know, all I can expect from any Newcastle player is to give it 100% on the pitch. Now we're going to move on to Hayadara. His statement is very lengthy, but I'll only read in quotes of what he said. If you want to see the full statement from Hayadara, you can go on www.nufc.co.uk on the internet, and you can see it all on there. But this is what he went on to say: "I want to thank the fans. They have always been amazing since the first day I came here, and when I've had the ups and downs, they were the first to send me messages to try and make me happy, and for that I am very, very pleased." So, you know, he said he's happy with his time at Newcastle United, but it hasn't gone the way he would have wanted it to be. You know, a lot of injuries has plagued his season. You know, he's played less than 60 games for Newcastle. He would have wanted to play more. He then went on to say, you know, I got some minutes against Chelsea last game of the season. You know, went on to finish, you know, comfortable 3-0 winners. We'll finish top 10. Nobody at the start of the season would have predicted Newcastle to be in the top 10. But, you know, even that took to him by shock. But he knows that we've got a good squad. He knows that we've got the quality. He knows we've got the manager. And we just need to express that all the time, you know, on the pitch. You know, even went on to say, you know, we've beaten some of the bigger teams. We're not scared of them. And history tells you that. You know, beating the likes of Manchester United as well. And getting, you know, the 1-1 draw against Liverpool. So we can fight back. And, you know, I wish him well going forward. And wherever he goes next season, I hope it's a, you know, not one that he had at Newcastle, you know, where he was getting loads of injuries. I hope he, you know, he gets the game time, you know, that he deserves. Now, we're going to move on to the under-23s because there's a lot of under-23s that have been released from their contracts, and also a couple of, you know, academy players as well. So let's talk about, you know, the under-23s, the ones that are going to be staying. So Luke Charman, Kyle Roberts are currently in talks with Alex Gillard in relation to a new contract. So Alex Gillard as well is also in talks. But Australian defender Curtis Good will leave Newcastle United after 6 years at the club. I don't think he's been any good at Newcastle. He's never really looked as if he's, you know, had any sort of, you know, look in the first team. He's had the odd game here or there, but you know, he's been cast out on loan, and I don't think he's been any good anywhere else he's been in terms of, you know, the loan deals where he's been, you know, designated. But, you know, we all have this as a football player. I believe he should have left a long time ago, and to only see him leave now, for me, is quite disappointing from my side point of view, because Newcastle should have done this a while back, and we're finally starting to realise that, you know, we need to start getting rid of the deadwood players that are just earning money for the sake of it, and we need to cut costs at the football club. So a further 18 players will leave the under-23s. I tend to cover a lot of the under-23s on my channel, as well as Lee from Newcastle Fans TV. And some of these might come to a shock to you, but to me, I don't think they have. Maybe there's a couple, which I will state at the end of this. So this is what these are the players that have left. So Yannick Azkunu, Kyle Cameron, Yasser El-Belamani, Stuart Finley, Owen Gallagher, Macaulay Gillespie, Mackenzie Heaney, Tom Herdman, Jack Hunter, Ben Kitchen, Michael Newbury, Brennan Pearson, Callum Smith, Liam Smith, Craig Spooner, Dan Ward, Callum Williams and Paul Woolston. They've also been released from their contracts. I think I can't argue for Yasser El-Belamani and Mackenzie Heaney. I still believe that they should have been given a better chance for next season, because it's been a poor season in my opinion. We've gone from trying to get out of Premier League 2 the season before last against West Ham to last season potentially finishing bottom throughout the season and not being good enough. Yes, it's been plagued by the Peter Beardsley accusations, but that's all it's not fully factual at the moment until we'll find out in the next few months. But that's not helping spats between Almani, Peter Beardsley, and that's obviously tempered relations at the moment between the squad and all the coaches that surround the under-23s, and the league position shows that, and something had to be done, and obviously the talks are ongoing with Peter Beardsley as well over the course of this summer. Meanwhile, scholars Thomas Allen, Lewis Cass, Matthew Longstaff, Oliver Walters, Kellen Watts and Adam Wilson have all been offered professional contracts. Isaac Gamblin, Mace Goodridge, Jake Robson and Curtis Russell have been released from their club's academy. So Rafa Benitez went on to say here, I would like to say thank you to the players who are leaving us this summer for their hard work and commitment with the club. Letting players go is always a difficult decision, and I wish them only the best for their football career. So Rafa Benitez knows what he wants. He's not happy with what he's seen in terms of the under-23s, and it's not being good enough. He wants to structure it the way he wants it to the fact where they're going to start breaking into the first team. Last season wasn't acceptable in my opinion. I've seen a lot of games last season where we went out with a whimper, and it wasn't good on the eye to watch, and especially on a cold night, and you're paying £3 to go and watch Dross football. And Rafa Benitez has obviously seen a couple of games last season to say that that we simply aren't good enough to progress for next season, to try and get them into the first team. Now, some more breaking news as of the friendly over in Ireland. I'm going to bring up that to you right now. So the game against St Patrick's Athletic have been released on sale to Newcastle United fans through the St Patrick's Athletic website. You can check that right now on screen. Tickets are on sale at €15 for adults, €10 for older people and students, and €5 for children under the age of 12. Richmond Park, it's only got a 300 capacity seating on the away end, so it's not exactly the biggest ground in the world, but you can go on their website and you can go and buy tickets. It's on Tuesday the 17th of July, 7:45 kickoff, and what they're saying here is fans can apply now, so you don't exactly need a season ticket. You just need to go and apply on their website, and you can see the lads in action for their first pre-season friendly for the new season 2018-2019. Then last but not least, Aleksandar Mitrovic. So last night he scored a hat-trick against Bolivia in a 5-1 win. Now, the talking point for Mitrovic will be, do you want to keep him? Do you want to sell him? There's been talk about Mitrovic potentially taking the offer from Fulham and signing for them, as his family and are all settled down there and he's loving London life at the moment. Personally, I would sell him. I've always said that throughout the my time on this channel, that I don't think he's good enough for us. Yes, he's got the ability, but Rafa Benitez doesn't see where he's going to fit in the team. We don't have players that are going to cross the ball into the box first time, and it's just a case of he's been unlucky really. But Fulham have got that. They've got wingers, they've got players that are going to put the ball into the box, and we just simply don't have that. And if he does go to Fulham, I wish him all the best. But while he's still a Newcastle United player, he's going to have to focus on the World Cup and try and play extremely well to try and get in the first team for next season. So yeah, I know it's been a bit of a long video. 3 bits of breaking news from Newcastle United. You can go on the website as well at www.nufc.co.uk for more information as well. If you want to know more information on anything to do with Newcastle United, don't forget to subscribe to my channel NUFC, 100% NUFC should I say. My name is Sharky, and if you want to put all your comments in down below, also hit the like button as well and subscribe. And until the next one, away the lads.